Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the chemical properties of group 2 elements, that is alkaline earth metals. Okay, so if we compare the reactivity with the alkali metals, so alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, so the alkaline earth metals, they have the high ionization energy as compared to the alkali metals, as well as they have the low electropositive character. Okay, so they have the lesser tendency to lose the electrons, lesser tendency to lose the electron. Okay, now we are comparing the reactivity with the alkali metals. So they have the high ionization energy, low electropositive character. That's why they have the lesser tendency to lose the electron from their valence shell as compared to the alkali metals. So in that case, we can say that the alkaline earth metals, they are lesser reactive as compared to the alkali metals. Okay, so the chemistry of alkaline earth metal is mainly dominated by the dipositive oxidation state, that is M2 positive oxidation state. Okay, so some of the general chemical properties of alkaline earth metal I am going to discuss here. Number one is the action with air or oxygen, that means the formation of oxide, formation of oxides. Okay, so alkaline earth metals being less electropositive than the alkali metals, they react with air and oxygen slowly upon heating, and they form the two type of oxides, either monoxides or peroxides. Okay, so the beryllium, magnesium or calcium, they form the monoxides like beryllium oxide, magnesium oxide or the calcium oxide, whereas the barium or strontium, they react with oxygen and they form the barium peroxide or the strontium peroxide. Okay, so this reaction takes place upon heating. Okay, so the reactivity with oxygen increases as we move down the group due to the increasing the electropositive character of these elements. Okay, so the monoxides can also be prepared by the decomposition of their oxide, their carbonates, like the metal carbonates. Upon heating, they can result into the formation of the monoxides and carbon dioxide gas is released. Okay, so if we compare the basic character or the acidic character of the monoxides, so beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature, whereas the magnesium oxide is found to be weakly basic, and the all other oxide, that is calcium oxide, strontium oxide, barium oxide, these are the relatively stronger base than that of these two bases. Okay, so amphoteric character of beryllium oxide is supported by its reaction with acid as well as the bases. Okay, when we react beryllium oxide with hydrochloric acid, it is result into the formation of beryllium chloride and water. So here it is showing its basic character. Okay, now if we made to react the beryllium oxide with the sodium hydroxide, then it forms a salt, that is sodium berylate, that is Na2BeO2 plus water. So here it is acting as a acid, it is acting as here the base and it acts as a acid. So that's why it is showing the amphoteric character. Okay, and as we move down the group, their oxides show the basic character. So this increase in basic character of oxide from beryllium to barium is because of decrease in the polarizing power with increase in the ionic size. Okay, we know that when we move down the group from beryllium to barium, okay, the ionic size increases. Because of the increase in the size, their polarizing power decreases. Okay, and that's why they show the basic character. Okay, so if we talk about the solubility of all these oxides, so it has been found that the beryllium monoxide and the magnesium monoxide, they are almost insoluble in water. Okay, whereas the all other oxides of the metal, they dissolve in water and form the hydroxides. Like calcium oxide, when it put into the water, it forms the calcium oxide and it releases some heat. Okay, so it releases some heat. Okay, so now a question may be asked in the examination. It may be a 1 mark or 2 mark question. Why the beryllium oxide and the magnesium oxide is insoluble in water? So it is a simple reason that their oxides, they are stable and they have very large lattice energy. Okay, so they have very large lattice energies. Okay, so because of the high lattice energy, the beryllium oxide and the magnesium oxide, they do not dissolve in water. Okay, so next we have the second reaction, the second chemical property, that is combination with hydrogen. Combination with hydrogen means hydride formation. Formation of hydrides. Okay, so all alkaline earth metals except beryllium, they combine with hydrogen upon heating and they form the hydrides. Like calcium, when it reacts with the hydrogen upon heating, it forms the calcium hydride. Okay, so beryllium hydride is not formed by this reaction, means it cannot be formed just reacting the hydrogen or heating the hydrogen with beryllium, and we do not get the beryllium hydride. So how can we prepare the beryllium hydride? So beryllium hydride can be prepared by reacting the beryllium chloride with lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, when we made to react the beryllium chloride with the lithium hydride, we get the beryllium hydride and lithium chloride plus aluminum trichloride. Okay, so if we talk about the nature of their hydrides, so it has been observed that the beryllium hydride and the magnesium hydride, they are covalent in nature. They are showing the covalent character, while the other hydride, they are ionic. Okay, other hydrides, they are ionic. Okay, so the calcium hydride which is formed, it is known as the hydrolith. A compound of calcium with hydrogen, that is calcium hydride, is famous as named as hydrolith. Okay, so these are the character, that is beryllium hydride and the magnesium hydride, they are covalent, whereas the other hydride, they are ionic in nature. And the hydrides of the alkaline earth metals, they are highly reactive with water, and when they react with water, they form the hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen. When we react the calcium hydride or the magnesium hydride or the barium hydride with water, so they form the hydroxide and hydrogen gas is released. Okay, so next we have the third chemical property, that is action with water. When the metal or their salts, they react with water, they form the hydroxide. The formation of hydroxides takes place during the reaction with water. Okay, so alkaline earth metals have the lesser tendency to react with water as compared to the alkali metals, and they combine with water slowly to form the hydroxides. Like calcium when it reacts with water, upon heating it forms the calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is released. Okay, but magnesium that do not react with the cold water, okay, but it decomposes the hot water. Okay, so when it react with the hot water, it forms the magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is released. Also it may form with water the magnesium monoxide and hydrogen gas is released. Okay, so like alkali metals, the hydroxides are also basic in nature and their basic strength increases down the group. Okay, so if we compare the basic character of hydroxide, so we can say the basic character of hydroxide is due to the low ionization energy of these metals. Okay, because of the low ionization energy, the metal oxygen bond in metal hydroxide is weak. It is weak and therefore it can cleave to give the OH negative ion in the solution. Okay, so since if we move down the group, as we know that the ionization energy decreases down the family, therefore the basic character or the basic strength of the hydroxide increases. Okay, for example, if we compare the basic strength of beryllium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and rest of the other hydroxides, then we observe that the beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric just like the beryllium oxide, and magnesium hydroxide is weakly basic, whereas the other hydroxide, they are strong base, comparatively stronger base than that of the beryllium hydroxide and the magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so the hydroxide of the alkaline earth metals are lesser basic if we compare with that of the alkali metal bases, alkali metal hydroxides. Okay, so the lesser basic strength of the alkaline earth metal hydroxide compared to the their alkali metals hydroxides, that is due to the high ionization energy. They have the high ionization energy as compared to the alkali metal. Then second is the small size, and third is the dye positive charge on the ion. The dye positive charge on ions. These are the three reasons. That's why the alkaline earth metal hydroxides are lesser basic than the alkali metal hydroxides. Okay, so next we have the action with nitrogen. Action with nitrogen. Okay, so alkaline earth metals, they react with the nitrogen to form the nitrides just like M3N2. Okay, so when they react and form the metal nitride, so calcium, when it made to react with the nitrogen, it forms the calcium nitride, and this nitride further can react with water and liberate the ammonia. If we made to react the calcium nitride or the magnesium nitride with water, it forms the hydroxides and ammonia is released. Okay, so among the nitrides, the beryllium nitride is volatile, whereas all other nitrates, they are not volatile. Okay, so next we have the fifth chemical property, that is formation of halides, or you can say the action with halogens. Okay, so all the alkaline earth metals, they combine with halogen at higher temperature and forms the halides, dihalides, just like this reaction. So it forms this type of halides. So here halogen is mostly used as the chlorine or bromine. Okay, so the metal halides can also be obtained by the action of halogen acid on metal, their oxides and the carbonates, or even hydroxides. Okay, if the metal oxide that come in contact with the halogen acid, it may result into the formation of metal halides and water. Similarly, the metal hydroxide, they can also react with the halogen acid and produce the metal halide, and water is released. Okay. So, among all these alkaline earth metal hydride, so among all these alkaline earth metal halides, the chlorides, bromides and iodides of alkaline earth metals are fairly ionic except the beryllium halides. Okay. So, you can say the beryllium halides, they show some covalent character, whereas the magnesium halides, calcium halides and rest all other halides, they show the somewhat ionic character. Okay, they are highly ionic, but the beryllium chloride, they show more covalent character, less ionic character. And the ionic character, as we know, that it increases with the increase in the size of the cation as we go down the group. Okay. So, beryllium halides, as I said, they show the covalent character because of their small size and high charge of the beryllium ion. Being covalent, the beryllium halide, they have the low melting point and boiling points than all other alkaline earth metal halides. Okay. So, beryllium halides are also the beryllium halides are only sparingly soluble in water, but they are freely soluble in ether or other organic solvents. And further, the beryllium chloride, it has an interesting structure in the solid and in the vapor state. ठीक है, वो किस तरीके से? In solid state beryllium जो है, that forms the polymeric chain, and this chain arises because of the free electron pair on the chlorine atom. So, it forms this type of chain in which the beryllium and chlorine, they form the coordinate bond with the other beryllium and chlorine atoms. Okay. So, this type of structure they form. So, this type of structure is found, the chain polymerization is there. Okay. So, in solid state, the polymeric chain is formed just like this. Okay. The chain, as I said, arises because of the free electron pair which are present on the chlorine atoms. So, which form the intermolecular coordinate covalent bond. So, in this case, each beryllium atom is considered to be having sp3 hybridization. Okay, and it is a tetrahedrally surrounded by the 4 chlorine atom. So, we can show here the tetrahedral structure, just like beryllium is at center and it is forming 2 bonds out of the plane and 2 bonds inside the plane. Okay, and the bond angle between the chlorine, beryllium, chlorine is found to be 90 degree. Okay. And the bond angle between the chlorine, beryllium and chlorine is found to be 98 degree instead of the normal tetrahedral angle of the regular tetrahedral. Okay. So, this small angle gives the stability to the structure because it lessens the repulsive interaction between the neighboring beryllium atom in the chain by keeping them further apart. Okay. However, in the vapor phase, beryllium chloride tends to form the chloro-bridged dimer. It tends to form the chloro-bridged dimer of like structure this beryllium, chlorine, chlorine, coordinate bond, beryllium, chlorine, here chlorine, it is forming the coordinate bond here, and like this. This form this type of chloro-bridged dimer. Okay, so this chloro-bridged dimers they dissociate into the linear monomer at a very high temperature. If we heat this type of dimer at around 925 degree Celsius, then it may leads into the linear beryllium chloride, just like beryllium, chlorine and chlorine. So it forms a linear structures which is supposed to having the sp hybridization of the beryllium in this case. Okay, so most of the anhydrous halide of the alkaline earth metals, they have the fluoride type structures. Okay, they have the fluoride type structures. Okay, and the beryllium chloride, which is having the chain like structure in the solid state, that may be broken by the weak ligand such as ether, okay, or you can say the acetone, nitromethane. Okay, and when we add this type of ligand into the solid beryllium chloride, so it forms the 4 coordinated molecular complex like beryllium dichloride diligand. So this L is a ligand which can be ether, which can be acetone, which can be a nitromethane. Okay, as well as the strong ligands such as water, ammonia and pyridine can also cleave the chain like structure and form the complexes, ionic complexes, just like beryllium L4 having the 2 positive charge here and the 2 chloride having the 2 negative charge here. So in these complexes the beryllium is having the sp3 hybridization with the tetrahedral arrangement of the ligands. Okay, so this is all about the today's lecture. In next lecture we will discuss the anomalous behavior of beryllium and magnesium and their diagonal relationships. So thank you, have a nice day.